I mean, if you think of agriculture as a community as a whole, whether you're small or large, everyone has or should be taking the responsibility to have due diligence to prevent the spread of this disease.
It's been a long 2 years for farmers, especially here in Manitoba, where the weather, the pandemic, and inflation have all impacted production. And now poultry farmers here and across the country are dealing with a different virus threat. The avian flu has infiltrated commercial and domestic flocks. According to Inspection Canada, so far there are 68 infected domestic flocks across the country, with Alberta and Ontario having the highest counts at 23 apiece. Here in Manitoba, there's only one confirmed flock affected, but this is still a cause for concern.
We are situated directly under a migratory flyway, so we do prepare for this every year. Every case is a big deal because the fact that it breaches a barrier, is tough. And then, and then we have to kind of up the ante a little because we don't want it to breach other barriers because we've got feed supply trucks in and out of farms.
Basically, it's going to go through your flock, and quite commonly, death is the result. And the need also may be to cull.
So far, over 1.7 million birds have been impacted in the country, but Wiebe stresses that people consuming poultry and eggs do not need to worry at this time.
According to Health Canada, they are assuring us this is not a safe food issue. The food supply is safe. It is an animal health issue, so a flock health issue. So that's really the main message. The birds that are out there, the birds that are going to market are healthy, they're good. And so it's not an issue for consumers and so for any of us to worry about in terms of what we eat.
At the same time, both Wowchuk and Wiebe stress the importance of precautions for farmers housing birds regardless of the size of their flock.
We do have control zones outside the barns to limit the traffic, and then inside the barn we call that a restricted zone. In that restricted zone, we've got different boots, we've got different coveralls and gloves and those kind of things, so that we just it's one more step of ensuring that we're not touching something outside and carrying it in.
We're basically not open to visitors. I'm not accepting people to come over here, especially those with flocks or those who have visited other farms with flocks. Avian flu, quite commonly, whether it's commercially or if it's done on a domestic level, a lot of the times it is transferred through vehicles and through footwear.
In Winnipeg, Brianne Foley, City News.